Welcome back to another episode of the CarCast. As always, wear your seatbelt, wash your hands. If you must cough or sneeze, do it into your elbow. Apparently today people don't know how to drive. So, anyway, today I want to talk about a little something that I don't play often and will probably never ever win because I don't play it. And that would be the lottery. Now, some people play the lottery every day. Some people play the lottery every once in a while. I've played it a few times. I've done scratch tickets and all that stuff. But I've always just if I've ever won the lottery, I've always had a lot of things that I would choose to buy with the money. Of course, everybody does it. Everybody makes out a list or whatever, or just, think something in their head of what they would buy if they won the lottery. My number one thing that I would want to buy or get would be, I would probably help my grandma out of the neighborhood she's in, get her in a nice house. Same thing with my mom, get her into a better, nicer house. Pay off my mom's car if it hasn't already been paid off. Probably buy my grandma a new truck. My grandma has always loved driving trucks. And she actually lost her truck in a car accident a couple years back. She's fine now. She drives our great-grandma's Cadillac. Great-grandma passed away about a year ago, I think it was. But my mom, I can't remember what kind of car she has. I would definitely want to buy me a new car. I want a 98, or not a 98, a 68 Dodge Charger. I've always loved the look of it, the classic Dukes of Hazzard car. The General Lee. If my dad was still alive, I would definitely want to buy him the Starsky and Hutch car. I can't remember what kind of car it is, but he always wanted one before he passed, and so it would have been nice to buy him one. Hell, I might buy one if I ever won the lottery, just to say I had it. That's kind of a tribute to my dad, I guess. But he used to love watching those shows back in the day, Dukes of Hazzard and Starsky and Hutch. A lot of people, when they think that they win the lottery, they got to buy, a bunch of expensive cars and, a nice big house. I don't need a big house. I'm fine with small. I don't need a huge mansion or anything. But I would like to buy a nicely sized house. I would always want to visit Ireland, and I would actually have the money to go and do that. I know people say that, trips are cheap and you can find cheap trips and blah, 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 but I don't have the money for that. I have money for bills and that's about it. But no, I would love to move to, I'd say Arizona. The air quality, I think, is a lot better there, because I noticed a couple years ago I went with my ex and her family on a road trip. Long story. But when we were together. But anyway, we stopped in Arizona and we went to kind of the Hoover Dam and everything. Pretty sure the Hoover Dam's in Arizona. It is. Anyway. I felt like I could breathe a little easier there as compared to where I live now. And I know the weather, they say that it's a dry heat, but where I'm from, it's a moist heat. And I don't do well with that kind of weather because I already sweat bad enough as it is. And so that just makes it a million times worse when I'm out in, 90 degree, 100 degree weather. And just pouring sweat. But no, if I ever won the lottery, I would love to probably move to Arizona and get a nice medium-sized house. I wouldn't want to buy a mansion or anything like that. cruising the streets of, or I guess cruising through the mountains and stuff of Arizona in a 68 Charger. It'd be kind of fun. Speaking of where I'm from, it's actually kind of raining today. It's been kind of on and off raining. If I won the lottery, I would definitely quit my job. I would be able to afford, you know, the higher insurance and all that. But I hate working. It's just a matter of I don't want to work anymore. Everybody feels that way. And besides that, if you won the lottery, why would you want to still work? Unless it was for cheaper insurance. I'd probably buy my brother a house. Buy my sister a house. They could buy their own cars. I had to buy all my own cars. They actually had their first cars given to them by our grandma. Brother had a Cadillac, sister had an Astro van. My first vehicle was a Jeep. It was a 93 Jeep Cherokee. It was like the only Jeep Cherokee that I ever saw driving around or whatever that didn't have four-wheel drive. So that was my first car. My second car was an Astro van given to me by my mom. It was kind of a trade-off. The Jeep was not running to the best of its ability. And the van actually went kind of downhill from there. I don't have good luck with cars. But the car I've got now, it's a nice, decent car. It's all paid off. And I'm keeping the insurance. It's full coverage insurance because it's not that expensive. Normally full coverage on a car is like in the hundreds. So I'm happy with what I got. But if I won the lottery, I would definitely buy a 68 Charger. Let's see. What else would I buy? I do have a friend that I work with that absolutely loves dogs. And so if I ever won the lottery, I'd probably buy her a big open area, field, whatever you want to call it, so she could take in all the shelter animals and take care of them. My best friend, Jamie, JaySampsonite, actually on YouTube, if you guys want to go check her out. She could probably use a new car, so I'd probably buy her a new car. That's probably about it that I would. I mean, I'd have a ton of money left over. I'd probably try to invest a little. Try my hand at investing. So anyway, we are home, and that is it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, a comment down below what you would spend money on if you ever won the lottery or even a high-priced scratch ticket. And just leave a comment down below saying what you would buy. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my videos. Sometime down the line, I would probably like to, once things kind of calm down with the whole coronavirus, I would love to kind of start a sub-series of the CarCast, or it would kind of go off the CarCast, but it would be called a ride-along. And basically it would be me driving in the car, but I would have a passenger. It opens up the opportunities to have more things to talk about, more ideas for me to bring up, questions I could ask to the person, and all that. So hit the like button if you think that would be a good idea to do later on down the road. But we'll go off on that note. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Always, I hope you have a great day. Thank you.